Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We're probably getting desktop audio and the Zoom L12 at the same time. So it might be a little echoey with the music, because the master and the desktop audio is on the same thing at about the same place. So if any of that makes any sense. Yeah, so I'm going to come over here a little bit, and I'm just going to bring this down a little bit more. There we go. And I have to remember, I have the gain set up on this mic pretty darn high. So it is a Wednesday. And it is noontime, and that must mean it is time for the Generations Minecraft server, and we're going to be building on the server today a little bit, but mostly we're going to be troubleshooting. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, but it's for the best, trust me. We have some upgrades and some things that we've been working on for quite some time, and whether I like it or not, I guess this last week was time to do some upgrades, some more upgrades. So that being said, we're going to be testing a little bit of stuff. We made some changes with the layout in OBS and how some of the browser sources and stuff are referenced and things like that. So and we're still tweaking audio a little bit, but we've got some different ideas for audio, and we're going to try that stuff out today. And so any feedback is greatly appreciated. And we have Princess Nebula in the chat. I didn't get a notification, but I am here. You know what? And you know what else? It didn't show up on my phone either, because I usually keep this way. I don't even know. That way. Yeah, okay. I usually keep my phone right next to me here, and I monitor the stream on the phone too, to see what you guys are seeing, to make sure, and to hear what you guys are hearing too. And on my phone, I didn't get a notification either. So, in fact, it looked like it froze up there for just a second. But let me see if shoutouts are working. They should be, but like I said, I changed a lot of stuff here, so. There we go. Okay, so we have the mighty Princess Nebula in the house. How are you doing today, Nebs? How are things out there in Kentucky? We are getting deluged out here by even more apocalyptic rain. I mean, we've been in a drought for years out here in Southern California, but we are getting swamped with rain, and it's good because over 50% of the state now is out of drought conditions, but our local systems aren't designed to handle this level of water all at once like this. And so there's a lot of flooding and stuff like that right now. And so we're struggling with that. Folks up on Big Bear, up in the mountains, and Big Bear and Baldy are really struggling. But we're down here on the valley floor. We're actually on a ridge on the valley floor here. So we're pretty good down here. But the yard is flooded with water. And, it's coming in under the foundation slab a little bit. And it caused a little bit of water damage. So I'm out there with a pump pumping it out and stuff. And so much with the rain. So much. Neb says she's doing good, but it's cold out where she's at. It's 52 right now. But this morning it was in the 20s. Let me see. Right now for us, I think it's in the 50s for us right now. Yeah. So we're about the same. Except, it's been 50, like 40, 50 all night long. It didn't get down to 20, certainly. All right. Let's switch over to the, at least log into Generations, because otherwise the only thumbnails that are going to be available to me to post are going to be this. So let's do this here. And let me see. I should still have my command up for, let me see if I got this right. No, I didn't because I logged off. All right, we'll just do it again. This will be something like this. And I learned how the commands have changed now, the syntax of the commands, and how they've changed. So I think I can do this now. And then let me see. Which way am I facing? So north 43, so I need 20. So that would be, what, maybe 63 out that way. I want to keep it the same right there. Same height and same north to south. And we should be good. There we go. So, you know what? I got to kill the gain a little bit. There's probably a little too much distortion on my mic here, especially when I get close to the mic and I pop my P's and B's. So, no game screen. That's right. Thank you. Let's do this. There we go. And you know what? I'll do the lightning again here. What I need for feedback right now, if you wouldn't mind, is to see if you can hear the game sounds, right? Because I can't, and I haven't worked out what the monitoring issue is yet. So hopefully I'll be getting a little help with that this evening after the stream. But right now I'm going to be playing without game sound. But here, let's try this again. You guys should be getting game sound when let me see. There we go. Let's try this again. So you guys should have at least heard the Minecraft lightning sound there. Because, yes, I heard that. Good. All right. At least you guys can hear the game sounds. I can't. So creepers and stuff like that, that's going to be a bit of a challenge for me. But I'll get that worked out. But everything else is actually working out great. So let's do a little catching up before we start building here. And let's get a little bit off of there where it's a little bit safer. So at least I can have this for... Oh, hey, you know what? You know what I just noticed? Is my overlay. One of my overlays is missing for the display scene. All right, so I think I can add that. I think I can add that right now. Do you have subtitles on? You could put them on. No one can see them because your cam is where the... Oh, subtitles in Minecraft. Yeah, that might help, actually. No generations overlay. Yeah, let me put that in right now. Browser source, add existing, and should be the basics overlay like that, and that should be... There it is. Thank you for taking care of that solicitation. I do appreciate it. There we go. So I learned something super cool from OBS Studio. So a fellow buffoon, Chris, the IT guy, was really cool enough to show us a few tricks and stuff. And so I've been deploying them or implementing them the best I can here. And one of them is reference scenes. It is literally a game changer. It's super cool. So I can make on-the-fly changes and stuff really easy. Like notice how quickly I just slapped that browser source up there. Yeah, the way I was doing it before, I would have actually had to have logged on to Stream Elements and gone in there and loaded up that browser source from there, updated it there, and then go back into OBS Studio and update it here. But now since I have reference streams, I could just do it right there. So really cool. So what's been happening? So let's do a little bit catching up. I need to do some sleeping here first. So let me see. F5. There we go. Otherwise, we're going to be mobbed with mobs. Here we go. And you know what? Thunderhand, you don't have to go silent when you're sleeping in Minecraft. Nebs, do you remember the command to turn on the captions in Minecraft? I think that's just going to be under options, right? Is it under accessibility? Is it narrator? Is that what it is? Taking a snooze. No, not narrator. What is it then? Oh, show subtitles. It's right here, right? I think that's it. Done. Done. Yeah, I can already see him down there. And oh, but you know what? Yeah, my webcam is covering them for you guys, but for me, I can see them. So that'll at least cue me in to what's going on. So maybe if I remember and develop the habit of looking down there, maybe I'll be okay. Okay, so let's do a little bit of catching up here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what had happened was during the week, the old Thunderhand PC1 finally gave up the ghost. After 10 years. I think it's a testament of my Scottishness that I've kept that thing going for 10 years. But it just finally died. Now, you may recall I took about a month off December, January, right around that time, just to deal with these kinds of things. It was geriatric, a lot like yours truly. But yeah, so I did take that time off to do these kinds of things. But of course, whenever I schedule to upgrade and make repairs and do things, nothing ever happens. You know, it wanted to do it when it wanted to do it, and that was like this past week. So I've been scrambling with, remember, I don't have any income right now. I only have enough money saved up after I left my job, so I can, I saved up a startup fund for all of this stuff, but I did not plan on building 2 PCs. I thought I could get by with quite some time with just what I had, and so I had to spend quite a bit of that money, but I didn't want to spend all of that money on PC1. And I did buy still a legacy board, but a better board and a better CPU and RAM setup for that old system. But that stuff, even that replacement stuff, was so out of date that trying to get the drivers loaded up and the OS I actually had problems with because I had forgotten that old system was actually Windows XP, believe it or not. And I upgraded from XP directly to Windows 10. And so I couldn't just reload Windows 10 on it. I needed that old XP product key and stuff like that. That was just one of many, many, many issues. The BIOS, trying to flash the BIOS for that replacement board, that legacy, was ridiculous. The latest update for that was 2016. It was nuts, and a lot of the stuff wouldn't even function, so it's not much of an upgrade at all. And so I was kind of stuck there. I didn't know what to do. And I had reset everything up here for a 2 PC setup, a dual PC setup, and now I was down one of those PCs. So I had to decide, would I go back to 1 PC or what could I do? But then Biggie Cheese came in to save the day. So Biggie wasn't using the PC that I had built him. And I built him a pretty good PC. It was old. It's 2018, but certainly not as old as the Thunderhand PC1. And so he says, you know what? I'm getting a new laptop for college. I'm not using the PC at all. And he really hadn't used it in about a year, really. It's just been sitting there collecting dust. And we were thinking on what we're going to use it for. And he's just telling me, Bubba, just take my PC and just use that. And I'm like, no, I can't, son. That was the PC I built for you when you were a little boy and stuff. And, and he's just shaking his head. He's like, just stop being so Scottish. Just take the PC and just use it. It's not being used. Just use it. Don't be, a sentimental old such and such. He's not saying those exact words, but he's just use it, Ba. Just use it. And it's like, he's right. He's right. So I just took the motherboard, the RAM, and the CPU out of that, and I put it in the case with the power supply I already had, and all of that stuff. And his Windows key is Windows 10, but it's still current. All of that stuff worked, and so I wiped that and just backed up all the files, wiped it, and just rebuilt a new PC out of those 2 PCs. So now the quote older PC is now Thunderhand PC BC for Biggie Cheese. So it was implied. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so now we're back to two systems, and it's running smooth. A lot of things are running so much better because on the BC system here now, Discord is running a lot better, because the drivers are all up to date on it, and you can update them. The hardware is all up to date on it and stuff and everything. And it's, I wiped the hard drive and reloaded Windows and started fresh with a clean slate on it. And everything is so much better. There's still one or two little tweaks I have to make. Like the only thing right now that I'm struggling with, I think, is that I don't have any monitoring for the game on PC2. So I'm actually running the game over there on PC2, and it's and using Video Ninja and getting the audio source and the display for the screen and the game out of there, and I'm sending it via the internet over into OBS on PCBC, and yeah, I can see the output going to you guys, and you guys can hear it. That's good, but I just can't hear that. So there's some settings in monitor and out or something like that, and I don't know what that is. So I'll have to figure that out. But that's the only thing. Everything else is run smoother than silk. So that's an update right now. We've got a couple more things. I've made an update to the stream, the overlays, the layout and stuff. It may look very much the same for you guys, but it does not function the same at all. It is really sleek the way it's set up now. We have some more graphical changes that we're going to make, and some, thankfully, thank God, some more redeems and stuff. But the new way I have it configured, it's actually easier to do that now. So I'm going to see about that. I'm going to start to implement a couple of those things. Kachi and I have been working on a couple of redeems. Kachi Time should be super cool this weekend. We worked out a lot of the things with dual displays and things like that. So so that stuff's coming up. And you know what? Let's get to some building. I've been rambling for quite some time here, and let us do a little bit of this. And speaking of building, okay, you might have noticed something has changed over here, and it looks a little weird right now. But this was a cold ocean biome before. And you see this little strip right here? This is now a warm ocean biome right here in just this little strip. Because you may recall I had mentioned that I had learned how to do the biome fill command. Very, very cool. Yeah, and so I went and I tried it out on a little patch right here, and it looks super, super nice. And so what I want to do is just in the areas right around the water here, I want to have this to be warm ocean biome. But I don't want to take away too much of the mushroom island biome here just for protection for the guests. So we won't have mobs spawning there and everything. So I don't know if I can combine biomes yet, like have warm ocean here with mushroom island. I don't think I can. It's just you have to, it just does so in rectangular prisms in boxes. So it's really hard. I mean, I suppose you could go select right along this shoreline block by block and make the biome border, fit the beach, but wow, that would be tedious. You can see where I just did like a big old rectangular box right here and did that. So I'll probably do some things like that. Let's get a bed down here so I'm not flying back and forth. The last generation stream I did, we were, it's getting close. We were collecting resources. We're collecting resources so we can not only fill out this beach and everything, but mostly, so Nebs and I, Princess Nebula herself, can come on here as a guest, and we can each work on the aquariums. You know, the plan right now is, the way we left it is, she would do one over there, and I would do the other one over here. And you know, we want to coordinate them so they're similar looking. They use mostly the same kind of blocks and stuff, and they're similar looking, but they're not exactly the same, right? Which is always the fun of having somebody else come. So, you know, I would take one aquarium, and ideally she would take the other. We would have all of our supplies right here, and we would all build, and that would be fun. And I think, you know, we were talking about that from way back in the day when we had this in creative mode and we were designing the hotel. Nebula, Draken, myself, Toes for Life, and Luck May Have It, and all of you guys were in here. Counterplays, and we were all laying all of this stuff out here and getting shapes and designs. And then, you know, if I'm not mistaken, it was Nebula herself who came up with the idea of making these bubble vaders into whole aquariums on either side and stocking them. So this has been stocking them with items and animals and stuff, mobs. So this has been a long time coming, and it's funny because it's like one of the last things we're going to be doing here to finish up the hotel. But right now, I think what I want to do today is I wanted to work a little bit on the beach biome. You can see I grabbed 2 turtles here, and I brought them over from way out yonder, and I got them in here. And so we'll breed some sea turtles into each one of these. So we'll get the eggs, and we'll get the eggs hatching and stuff. I think I have quite a bit of eggs already that I got from, let me see, Bumble Coral Fan. That's mostly coral, brain coral. Deep slate, stone, bubble coral. Yeah, in one of these I have the sea turtle eggs. But, yeah, we can plant those down here, and we can get ourselves some sea turtles in here. I just have to remember not to put axolotls in there because they will kill everything, you gorgeous, adorable little murderers, you. So they'll stay here in the faux river underneath here. There we go. Now, for these beaches out here, these will be sand and sandstone out here. So even though we'll take the mycelium away, there'll still be sand. There'll still be Mushroom Island biome, so we should be okay there. But I can do the biome fill a little bit, probably like right out to here. So we might have a little mob spawnage right there, but if we have light, we should be okay, right? And so we will still have to go rectangularly out through here, but we should be all right. So let's demo that right now, as a matter of fact. I wanted to extend under this a little bit, so let's get some chords here. We need to go into about 80 over there. I'm going to do that. And how do I want to go about doing this? I need a little bit of dirt in the inventory, I think. Do I have some in here? I probably do. I'm surprised my inventory has no dirt in it. Let's just go grab some. We've got so much down here. You know, it really lifts my spirits to be in here with all of this stuff. Oh, wow. Is my field of view not probably set in here? Usually I don't get that kind of a distortion effect, so I might have forgotten to set that. Options, video, full screen resolution. Where's FOV? It's right in front of me. I'm not even seeing it. Graphics, smooth lighting, VSync. Render situation, max frame rates. Entity shadows, particles. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's why. Yikes. I usually keep that at about 70. Field of view effects. distortion effects. But usually that's field of view. Change with gameplay effects. But usually there's one just field of view setting itself. I'm probably looking right at it and not seeing it because I'm old. Distortion effects, 100%. Let's try that. I'll just tweak the... Ooh! Okay, that brought it down a little bit. We have the distortion effects a little. But remember, this is a newer Minecraft installation on this server, on this PC, on PC2. So I'm still tweaking settings on it because I've been running the other one for so many years. So many years. Let's just grab a little bit of dirt here. There we go. All right, let's get back up there. Ooh, wait. That slimy took his toll on me. Yeah, see, I didn't hear the game. Go back into the pause menu. All right, let's make sure I'm safe first. Options, yeah. Options, it should be under video though, right? Oh, duh, it's right here. Yeah, it's still on normal though. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So it must be those distortion effects, right? Like if I did this, strength of nausea and nether portal screen distortion effects at low values. Yeah, usually I think I usually have this at 0. Yeah, see how it's not bending and stuff when I pan around and everything? Yeah, I think I usually have that set at 0. Thank you, Nebs. See, the thing is, I'm so used to just playing with this, and just setting it up once, and then for like 5 years never touching it. So it's like, good Lord, Thunder. All right, set it and forget it. Let's get a little bit higher up. Fuck. It's weird when I can't hear the rocket sound. Yeah, it actually makes that much of a difference. Okay, this is high enough where we can see it out here, like this. And so let's try this biome fill command again. I used it before, and it was okay. But let's try it again. Okay, so I want the biome. This will all be filled in back here, so I don't really need it this far back. Further back than this is what I'm saying. So probably about this far back here, and then I need to come out to here. Probably about like that. And if I do function F3 like this, target block 79. How about this one? 80. This is one of them. All right, and I'm going to do this so I'm not bobbing while I'm trying to... All right, so let me see. I should still be able to do this in survival mode only because I have the cheats enabled and I'm an administrator. Pleasant player! Hey, Thunder, long time no see. How's things going? Things are going great. And yeah, I haven't been streaming, so... I've been dealing with tech issues and stuff, but I think I have them about like 99% resolved. So, yeah, we're back to streaming. I've been working on so many projects lately. Yeah, some of them I've seen. I'm making a whole chess tournament for my school, and it's going to be so cool. Dude, you are awesome. So things have been quite pleasant. Hope they have been for you. They've been... not so pleasant in that, we've had equipment go down and we've been replacing it and dealing with it and stuff. It's been a struggle for the last week, but, first world problems, it's not really that big of a deal. We dealt with them. Things seem to be not only restored, but actually better than they were before. So long time coming, it's just did what we had to do. And now I think we're much better off for it. Hello, Nebs, and hi, Pleasant. And Nebs, if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already done the shout out for the mighty Pleasant Player himself. I would greatly appreciate that. There we go. Okay. And so we were just, so we're in Generations today, if you're just joining us, like our good friend Pleasant Player. And yeah, we're doing a little bit of work. And what I wanted to do was demonstrate the fill biome command. This is a survival vanilla map for the most part, but occasionally I do a couple of things in creative mode here, like when I'm gearing up to do a guest spot, you know, and things like that. And that's common for, you know, survival servers to do that, like mine, aren't completely strict on that. You know, I don't mind slipping into creative mode to do this or that or something occasionally. And this is one of those things. I wanted to, outside of, just outside of the hotel on the beach, to have that a warm ocean biome, because it's supposed to be a beach and it's all kelpy, messy, you know, cold ocean biome out there right now. And I wanted to change that. Now, normally you do that in World Edit. At least I would. I'd go into World Edit. So I'd take the map, I'd load it into World Edit, I'd change the biome in that area, and then I'd reload it. But now you can just do that right on the, I think 1.19.3 added that feature. I might be messaging you later this week about a project I'm working on that I might want you to be part of. Absolutely. Please do. Please do. I think I had to turn you down for the last Among Us one that you did. I was there for the one before that, but that was a lot of fun. And I think I've got a much better handle on that now. So, well, I wouldn't say a much better, but a little bit better of a handle on that. So, yeah, I'd be glad. So, yeah, just drop me a message and we'll see what we can do. Let me do this. Nebs might have stepped out for a moment. Hold on. And which account is this for you? Player, and this is your 1, 2, 3, 0 alt account. And there it is. So there's the shout out for our friend of the stream and fellow co-streamer, the mighty Pleasant Player. All right, so let's do this biome film. So biome fill. So you just start with a fill command like this. You hit tab, and you get your coordinates first. But I think it's fill. And then if you just don't complete, and then you'll get the auto suggestion like this, and then you'll see the option for fill biome comes up. Like that. And so that's the command. And now the next thing that comes up is the coordinates. So I'm targeting that block up there. So you can just scroll down. And this is nice now. They changed this, I believe. So you can just get all three coordinates. So you don't have to do them one by one like that. So then you're incomplete over there. That's 1. So that would be the upper corner of the box that we're doing there. And then let's swim down under here. Let's do some sleeping so we don't get mobbed by mobs here. But you can go in and you can tweak the biomes for this. Now, normally I wouldn't do this in a survival map. But for this part on Mushroom Island Central for the hotel, I don't mind coming in here and changing a few things here like this. So we got that corner over here. So, and it's also affected by the Y too. So you have to think about that too. I still want up here to be Mushroom Island biome up here so we can avoid spawns and stuff like that. But I believe, let's watch the biome change. So you can see this is warm ocean out through here now, right? Oh, we got a little bit of mushroom fields. Ocean, warm ocean. So I'm going to extend this all the way out to here probably eventually. But right now I just want to do this little strip right here. So I have that corner over there. And let me see. Let's place the other block. Now I also want to know, I also want to see how far down to go as well, right? And so let's do some measuring here. Yeah, let's bring it up to about here, I think. Is that my targeted block? Yes. 100 in that direction. Yeah, let's bring it to here. All right, so I also have to figure out how far down I want to go with the warm ocean biome. And hello, Squiddy. I want to bring it down to at least down to here, right? Let's take a look. That's layer 48. So all I have to do is do 100, 100, and then set the Y, right? So let's get the fill biome up here again, like this. Right here, there it is, like this. And then we'll get our coordinates, right, by tabbing them. But then when I do this, right, now I know it's incomplete. But hold on. Now I can go back and change this, and I'm probably going to bring this down to maybe 40 just to be safe, just in case I wind up digging down below that. Okay, let's also do delete. Let's do end like this. Now if I go here and hit tab, you can see the different biomes that we have available to us. Be right back. Sure, I'll be here. So you can now just scroll down through these. Basalt deltas, beach, all of these ones, right? And what I want here is I want warm ocean. Frozen ocean? No. Jagged peaks. Lukewarm ocean? Nah, we don't want lukewarm. We want warm. Ocean. So it's going to be down here because it's alphabetical, right? So it'll be down here towards the end. But I'm just slowly scrolling through this. Look, the void. I can make that void. That's cool. There's warm ocean. So I'm just letting you guys see what the options are here. I am doing a lurk. Sorry. Draken is cutting up the trees that fell last week. Oh, yeah. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on him. Okay. All right. So we should be okay here. So we've got warm ocean and I don't think we... Oh, replace. Yeah, so you want to do replace. What happened? Maybe I didn't select replace. So let's find out. Let's do this. Incorrect argument for replace. So what happened there? Because everything looks good. It should be all right. Something like ... and replace? What? Maybe I should take replace out and just... let me see. It looks like it's all right. I don't know what to say. It should be that. That should do it. Warm ocean replace. Let's take replace right out of there then. Let's try that. Let's do this. Also, I'm working now with the smaller 60% keyboard for this system. And it's really cool. But wow, I mean, you guys know how much I struggle to type with these things. But now the 60% makes it hard. I do like it in some ways, but in other ways it makes it a little harder. Like, I don't have the arrow keys now. I have to press function to access the arrow keys, and it's like a agonizing extra step. But I like it, though. It's just a matter of using it and getting used to it. So T, command like this. No. T, bring that up. There we go. function like this. Okay, there it is. So maybe we'll just get rid of that and see what happens. Okay, so we've got too many blocks. So this is too big. All right, which makes sense. I mean, that is a huge chunk. So let's bring it to about. Let's bring it to here. You can see where I've started to do some filling. Yeah, let's bring it to here and let's see if it can handle that. Let's see if it can handle this. Still too much. Wow, this is tiny. Maybe I didn't use this depth so much the last time. Huh. All right, let's try this. Bring it right into about here. And let me see. Surface level for the water. Oh, we're going down anyway. Oh, wow. Going down is going to make it worse, actually, right? Because what we wanted to do was do this. We wanted to do that. And let me see. 40. Yeah, it goes down. All right, so let's try this. Let's see if this is enough. What is going on? That should not be too many blocks. I mean, we're already level with that. So something is very, very wrong. Something is very, very wrong. That should not be too many blocks at all. All right, so there's something wrong with my typing on my command. Let me see what's... It's funny because when I did this, I just knocked it out. Bing, bang, boom, it's done. Sure, Thunder. No, I did really. I guess I should have recorded it, right? Let's do this. Let me take a look at this command. You know, that's not really a lot. Oh, wait, I see what I'm doing. I see what I'm doing. Let me see this. I'm not reselecting each time. Wow. I'm so distracted by like thinking about the audio and thinking about the changes and stuff that I'm not even looking at the command, am I? What we need to do is we just need to change this. Right? North to south, I want to stay on that axis. But this, I want to bring over to this axis here, and I need to change this parameter. That's what I needed. All right, so let's do that. Let me see. Over there, I'm at 30. Yeah, let's bring it out to... Let's bring it out to here, and let's see if that'll do it. If it can handle that. There it goes. All right, so I don't know if you can see the difference. But now this, over here, you can see how this has changed now. This is warm ocean biome. And I left F3 on there so you can look at biome and you can see the biome change. See ocean. Warm ocean, so this is now warm ocean biome. And let's do the rest of it. Let's do some sleeping first, though, before we die. Okay, so we did right about up to here, where that is. Let's see if it can handle the rest now. So let's bring it from here on out. So let's do this. Let me do this kind of a thing. Use this block as a marker. Right there. Because I want it to be water level, right? That's what I'm doing here. Let's do... This is actually a struggle for me right now. As if you couldn't tell. All right, so if I do this, see, I can just hit tab again, and I can grab those, and then I can go out here, and I can see if I can handle the rest of this. Now, let's see if I can handle this one. Let me see. Let's go up here, and let's go in here. Wow, it's hard hunting around for these arrow keys. Right, but now I have to adjust the height, bring this down to 40, and hopefully this isn't too much. Hopefully it can handle this. Yeah, there it goes. And you could just instantly see it update, right? So now look, it brought the biome all the way out to here, which is cool. You know, we can now fill this all up here and make this look really cool. We could put the sand in and stuff like that. I'm going to make a rough rectangle right around here. And I'm going to fill in out to maybe this point here. Or, you know, you can see where I have this marked out. So maybe out to about here. So I'm going to make a couple of rectangles here and fill in this area. So first rectangle will probably be here. And probably head on out to there. And it'll be a very narrow one. Right? So I want to get a little bit of sand. I might have some sand in here. I might. Look at all the sand. It's ridiculous. Also, what time do we have here? We have a few more minutes before we need to switch to stand-up mode. We should be okay, though. I'm going to mark this right here. Wow. If Etho ever watched me stream this, he would be ashamed that I didn't fill that in. Because I happen to agree with him on that kind of stuff. Let's see. Let's do that fill command again. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to bring this over here like this. And let's take these ones out like this. And we'll do this. And that one I want to keep the height on as is like that. So let's do that. But then we'll mark it over here. Again, this might be too much to try to take out this much all at once. But we'll see. We'll try it. Like, notice the other one I brought way back in. In fact, you know what? I should go further back with it, and I should do about the same kind of a thing, shouldn't I? Let me see. This was what? Because I actually want to go down below the surface a little bit. Just in case I want to dig down and I don't want necessarily level features there. So this is what? 110, right? So if I go under here to 110... 110, and I think this way came over to about 30 like this. Right? I can select that. I have to be careful not to suffocate. All right, so what is this sea level there? This is 62, right? So that's where I want to be there. So I got to be careful. How much water do I have? All right, let's do this quickly. How much air? How much water do I have? How much air? I've got plenty of water. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's do arrow like this. Let's arrow over here like that. And let's do tab. Oh, cool. That's even better. What am I trying to do? Think quick. Think quick, Thunder. Right there. Okay, that's good. I'll just leave that like it is. And before, I think I went out to here, I think was the first chunk I did. Chunk. I shouldn't say chunk because that's misleading. The first section I did. First volume. Whatever you want to call it. But don't call it a chunk because that's misleading. Let's do this. And what do I got here? T like this. Nope. Arrow again. Arrow over to here like this. I see. There it is. We've got that, but now I want to arrow back like this. I want to change the height. And I'm going to bring this down to 40 like I did before. Like that. And like this. Enter. There we go. And you can see now this is all nice warm motion here again. And now I'll do a similar thing from here. Where was this? I can look at this block. I think I'm pointing at this now. Yes. Like this. Function like this. Arrow. I will get used to that, I promise. All right. Let's bring this into here like this. Let's do this. And like this. Enter over here like that. And then we'll come over to here like this. So setting this biome stuff, this is kind of cool. You know, some of you might think it's a little cheaty, but it's just map editing. You know, we still have to manually put in all the sand and coral and you know, a little bit of kelp. But I don't want to go too nutty with the kelp here. But maybe a little bit of seagrass here and there and things like that, you know. Let's do this. Let's bring this over here. I'm getting used to this. Okay, that's cool. And then we have to adjust the height. Yeah, we're doing good. All right. I just wanted to check that to make sure I'm doing okay on that. And we're doing fine. Let's do this. This goes down to 40 like that. Bring that to the end. We should be okay. Okay, nice. Nice. Let's fly upwards. Upwards. Let's look at this from above. Okay. Now you can see where this is all nice warm ocean biome. And this looks weird because like I'm doing this in rectangles, but as I move out into the ocean there, I'll try to make it look a little more natural the way it's shaped. You can see some of the features here, like we have this little islet right here, which is going to act like a wave break. And some of the hotels that we stayed at when we were in Hawaii, they get some monster waves out there. So what they would do in like near their hotel where the water is, they would have a wave break, like some sort of natural looking, at least natural looking kind of line of rocks or islets or something here. So the waves would break here and this place would be shallow and calm. You know, for the kids, the little folk, right, will be in here and they'll be safe and they won't get wiped out by the waves. So that's the thing. And so you get, this will be that, you know, shallow beach area like lagoon right in around here. And then, you know, you can go out there, you know, and that stuff will be much deeper out there. But you can see we have some natural formations around here that sort of act that way too, right? And so I'll probably extend it right about out to a little bit past where that sunken ship is. And then I'll try to make the biomes look like they merge somewhat naturally. So but I'm not going to go too crazy with it. At least I'm planning on not going too crazy with it. So let's do a little bit of sleeping on top of our little mushroom cap here. I'm back. Draken and I were talking landscape stuff, and we want to do when it starts warming up. Nice. I have to admit, I absolutely suck at landscaping. As you guys can see in Minecraft, right? Carpentry, yeah, I'm good at carpentry. Electricity, yeah, good at electricity. Plumbing, pretty good at plumbing, though that's something that you have to keep doing all the time because those are skills that you have to, like sweating copper pipes together. There's things like that you have to. Plus, it's hard to do plumbing out here because all the plumbing is trapped in the concrete slab under here. So, yeah. But I remember most of my plumbing, but my electrical and my carpentry are good. Yeah, I'm good at stuff like that. So, landscaping, though, no, I suck at landscaping. Not good at that at all. All right, so we've updated our biome at least out to here. Now, I would like to go out on either side a little bit. I'd like to make this area of the biome over here like that, and I'd like to bring it out there a little bit as well, right? And so here I'm going to get smaller boxes that I'm going to have to build. Like here, I can possibly make a rectangle that's kind of like this. But you know what? I really don't mind so much if the islet here isn't Mushroom Island biome. I think that'll be okay. Because I'm certainly not going to have mycelium out here, right? So we can go a little bit beyond that. And that's what I intended to do. That's why I'm using that as a marker. And I'm pretty much going out here. Maybe I should bring it out a little bit more. So I get that island. Eventually, it's going to be out to there anyway. But, I'm just doing like biome demo right now. So let's continue. But first, I want to switch into standing mode because it is close enough to that time. It's 12:56. Halfway is about 1 o'clock, so that's good enough. I've never done landscaping stuff. This is our first house, and we've been here since fall of 2020. We haven't done anything until now. I've been here since 2023. I've removed things from the landscaping, like removing the trees. I'm actually good at that. We had a flower bed, a really huge flower bed. Well, I think it's huge. I think it's way too big. Off to the side and the front. That was a major hassle. It was so much work, and it was so invasive to everything else around it that it wasn't worth it. It just wasn't. Just for looks, I guess it looked kind of nice, but I don't know. Actually, it was a bit of an eyesore, I thought. So I took it all out. Just took it all out and did that little hillside with mulch out there and stuff, and it's gone. Plus, it's less water that we have to use, too, because we have to water that flower bed constantly, right? So I'm like, we got to cut down on water. What can go? That nasty butted flower bed is going, that's for sure. So yeah, I've done a little bit of landscaping around here, but certainly not enough. Plus, we're on a really tiny plot. So you would think it would be easier to landscape because it's small, but actually it's harder because you go changing things and it directly affects things a lot. So you have to be very judicious with your space and your use of space. And yeah. Like back when I lived in New Hampshire, like small plots of land in New Hampshire are like 5 acres, right? And so you've got just tons of room, like everybody out there owns a tractor or something like that. My brother has a backhoe out there and stuff that he just does landscaping with and everything out there all the time. They're always knocking down trees and digging leach fields and stuff out there and putting in pools and stuff because that's New Hampshire, Good Lord! Hey, and I didn't get the alert. What happened to my alerts? Anyways, welcome Raiders. It's a siege. Woo! I don't know why my alerts didn't go off though. Do I have alerts on here? Let me see if this scene I have the alerts. Alerts overlay, yeah. I heard the sound thunder, but it didn't come up on screen. Oh, you know what? The alerts may be behind. All right. All right. Yeah, you know what? They may be behind all of the other things. So I didn't see them. So I should test that. But anyways, welcome in, Raiders. Siege, thank you so much, dude. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How have you been? Let me switch to standing mode. And Nebs, thanks for doing the shout out for Siege. And Siege, thanks for bringing your community over here, man. I appreciate it. There we go. Siege, sometimes I've seen some of your notifications and I've jumped in there and I've lurked on some of your streams in there and everything while I've been driving. So usually I don't do a lot of typing while I'm driving. But here, let me adjust this a little bit too. Let me bring this up just a wee bit. There we go. But I see you've been doing some Minecraft stuff. Which you know, I'm always interested in that. Let me queue up the tracks again. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to see what's going on with the alerts and stuff, but I thought I tested those out and everything before, but... In fact, you know, I hate to do like a raid and then do a Be Right Back, but I have to go do something right now. So I'm going to do a Be Right Back scene. Please hang in because this shan't be taking long. Okay, and we are back. Scroll down here. Sage says, I'm good. Just been working a lot lately. Let me get caught up with you here, Siege. I've been on the creative in 1.19.4 snapshot. Yeah, which I believe came out yesterday, right? And building a house. Nice. Lurk for post-stream stuff. Good. Yeah, please do what you need to do, sir. Please. Appreciate the raid. Shot Mountain! Hey, dude, how are you doing? Fellow buffoon crafter, Shot Mountain himself. Nebs, if you wouldn't mind doing the honors. But if you're doing more stuff with Draken out there with the landscaping, I'll take care of it. I don't mind. Shot, how are you doing? Okay, so let me see. We were changing biome stuff here. And even though this is a survival server, Like I said, I don't mind slipping into doing some commands, and I'm doing the biome fill command, and I'm changing the biome here so I can make the beach outside the hotel here the warm beach biome here. So this is what I've been doing. So far, I think you can see how much I've changed this out here, and I want to do a little bit more. So I think right now I'll just see how much of that section I can take out of here. And it looks like we're going to be needing to do some sleeping anyway, so. Let's do a little bit of whetting of the whistle. And Debs, thank you so much for doing that shout out. And Shot says, I have been better. Dude, what's up? You don't have to tell me here on the stream. We could talk about it afterwards and stuff. But for right now, at least just log in, man. And just hang out. Do whatever I can do to make you feel better here. Let's just chill out with a little bit of Minecraft on Generations where things are nice and peaceful in a world that we can control, right? That's kind of the nice escapism about Minecraft, you know. It's a world that you can control, right? It's nice. It's peaceful. Oh yeah, you were streaming the you were streaming that the Hogwarts Legacy, but you've been taking a break from streaming, I think, right? Because I haven't seen the notifications lately. So, plus for the last week and a half, I've been like, I've had the blinders on with the tunnel vision, just working on all kinds of equipment issues and stuff. So I've been out of it too myself. So, and in fact, this is the first stream I've done in about a week, I think, right? So, because I've been scrambling to deal with equipment. So, all right. So I think I'm going to take it from, let's lay out some, let's make another marker here. And let's head on out over to here. This is about the extent, I think. Right about here. And let's go to about there. And we'll measure this one on the low side. We'll just change the Y level on the coordinates. So for those of you just joining us and are curious about this, this is a feature that came out with 1.19.3, the biome fill command. And so I'm going over here like this. And you can see, type in fill biome, you give coordinates, and then you can choose your biome. It's really, really cool. In fact, I'll draw this one right out from the beginning. So you can just start out with a fill command, hit tab, and then you have the choice fill or fill biome. You select fill biome like this, and then you can select current coordinates with tab like that. But I need to adjust the Y coordinate down to 40 here. Like this. Okay, and for now we need to pause that. And now I need to bring it over to here, and you can't grab too much of this because Minecraft will struggle. But I'm thinking I'm going to try right about here. All right, that should get this part into here. Let me see. How far over do I need to? Let's go here. Let's go to here. I mean, that's quite a bit, but I'm thinking something like this. Probably right there. That's going to be good. So then let's complete the command now. Let's do that. Nope, not like that. There we go. And I need to adjust the height here so I can get those water level. So that has to be brought down to there. And I don't really want to affect the beach too much. So that's kind of one way you can get around that. Like this. And then when you get over here, you hit tab and you can see all the different kinds of biomes from which you can choose, and you just scroll down through all of these. You can change this to any one of these. So we're going to go right on down. I can scroll through these a little bit slower so you guys can take a look here, but you're familiar with all these biomes, but there's a couple of cool biomes like the end, the void. Let me see. Shift should bring me backwards. Warm ocean is the one that we want. Right. And so if I do this now, you can see all of this has updated now to the warm ocean biome. So that's a kind of cool feature. Like I said earlier, I would normally go into World Edit. I would download the map in World Edit, change the biome, and then come back. And, even though that this is a survival vanilla world, for this kind of thing, I don't mind making a map change. This to me is on par with when an update comes out and this is an older legacy map. Doing chunk updates, preserving the chunks that you have, but updating all the chunks around you. This is that kind of a thing, so I don't really mind doing that. I hope things get better for you, Shut. Yeah, me too. And like I said, if you, if we have a Discord hangout, and let me know. This is older. Generation 5 is what? Now, 2 or 3 updates old? It's way older than that. Neps. Way older. Okay, so we brought this out to what? Well, I mean, we can see it, right? Right out to about 60, I think it is. Right here. And now we can do... I want to do out to there. Oh, look at that drowned. Look at him. Thankfully, he doesn't have a trident because I'd be dead by now. But see, when we make this warm ocean, we're going to have to deal with that stuff. All right, we might be able to fit this next rectangle in here all in one shot. I think we could do it. If we can't, we'll just have to break it up into a smaller rectangle so it can handle it. Let us bring this out to... Where am I here? That's kind of a big chunk. I feel good right about here. And so I'll make this the deeper bit. Actually, I want to go right about here. Yeah, this is where I want to be. All right, so we'll use this as a marker for one corner, and we'll place the other corner over there where we were before, and we'll do that. What update did you start it in? I'm kind of reluctant to say because... Well, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have any shame about this. I'm really too old to be embarrassed or ashamed. But Generation 5 has been running very, very long. We're going on our 3rd year of Generation 5. So Generation 5, well, yeah, it's a little over 2 years. So Generation 5 I started in October of 2020. October of 2020, October of 2021, 2022, and now we're into 2023. So, but I'm hoping I can wrap up Generation 5 this year. I think I can do it. It's just that we're so fond of the builds here, and, we've been distracted by so many things that, I just can't leave these builds unfinished. I just can't. I thought it seriously about just wrapping this up and moving on to the Generation 6, but I'm just too fond of these builds. So the approach I'm doing now is not building anything new. Just whatever's on the server, that's what I'm working on. And when I finish whatever's on the server, then we'll move on to Generation 6. So at least I'm not building anything new on Generation 5. Just whatever we have here, we finish up the builds that we have, and then we move on to Generation 6. So it's whatever update that we were on in October of 2020. So it's pre-17. I want to say it was 15, right? So you can see now that I've got this command into the chat like this, I can just update it. I don't have to type it out every time, right? And let me see, I have to go back and adjust the depth. And for this one, again, I'll bring it down to about 40. Maybe like that. Like this. And we need to keep it incomplete for just a moment while we come over to here. Like this. And I think I had it out to where? I didn't want to do that, that's for sure. It's not a big deal, though. I think I had it out to here, right? But it looks like it's in a little bit more. Let's do the sleeping so we don't get the mobs. I started Fairy Tail in late 1.16. Generation 5 probably started in 1.16. Probably, yeah. I'd have to look up the dates to make sure. Because we ceased Generation 4 immediately, and then I think Kachi and I ended Generation 4, and then it was only, it may have been like a week, maybe not even, because I was streaming a lot back then. I was streaming like 7 days a week. So, yeah, I think it was only like a couple of days, and then we started Generation 5. And it's cool because we saved those VODs. I really wish I saved some VODs from Generation 4. That's when I started streaming. But we have the VODs saved for Generation 5, and our first Generation 5 stream was us scrolling through Chunkbase and choosing this map. Yeah, it's really cool. You can go back and look at that stuff. So if you're not archiving your streams on YouTube, people, if you have any kind of sentimentality, I suggest you should do that. You could start anytime, but it's actually not that hard to do because I'm able to do it. So, but it's really rewarding to look back on that stuff. I feel it is anyway. You know what? I think I was more out here, right? It doesn't matter though. I can bring it from about here. I'm going to take it from right about here. Like this. And let me see, function. Let's bring this one up like this. Let's scroll on over to here like this. And again, I want to bring this into Hawk. we'll just drop this one below like that, so we get the water level and not the Mushroom Island level, but that's okay. Because the Mushroom Island biome is most advantageous on the surface where the mobs spawn, really. So let's do this, and like this. That should do it, right? And look at that. So that extends the warm ocean biome all the way out to here. And you can see, because we have biome blend on, that's why we're not getting it strictly right on the corners. Because we do have a little bit of biome blend. And I could adjust biome blend too and make it blend out here a little bit better. But like, how far down is this ocean floor down here? 47. And I went down to 40, so we should be fine here. Thunder, when you finish Generation 5, you should go through the old VODs and take clips and make a video of big moments. You know, if Generation 5 weren't as old as it was, that would be a good idea. That would be a great idea. It would be really fun. It's just, there's so many great moments on this that video would be like 6 hours long. Or it would be like 6 1-hour videos in a series, you know, and that's a lot of footage to go through. What I will at the very least, do a tour stream. And I may do a couple of them because I only do 2-hour streams. And it would take more to get through this than that. So I may do that kind of a thing. Well, I'll definitely do that kind of a thing. But I know what you mean. It's cool to have a demo video like that isn't a stream archive, that is just a demo video, like Nova does that for Buffooncraft. Then play the video on stream. Yeah, that's a cool idea, actually. We could do that. But if I was going to make a dedicated video, I don't think I would play the video on the stream. I think it's more interactive that we can zip around to wherever we want to go like this. But you know what? For intros and stuff, though, would be kind of cool, though. Like for a Be Right Back screen, you could have a marquee kind of rolling with a video of things, you know, and it could be Generation 5, and you could see highlights from that, you know, and maybe make like a 5-minute video or something like that where you could just run it. If that's what you mean, that might be what you're talking about. That would be a cool idea. I just may do that. All right, let's get this end of the beach. How am I doing for time here? 1:22. Yeah, I've still got plenty of time. So let's bring the next bit of the beach. You know, this makes like a natural lagoon out here for this part here. But I feel like this part out here gets to be open ocean. And I don't think folks are going to want to do too much swimming with that thing nearby. I mean, it looks beautiful, but, you know, us Minecrafters, we know that is a huge monument to death. Death! So, yeah, we should stay away from that thing. So, I don't know. I feel like the beach should end somewhere around this edge of the hotel, somewhere around here. So let's pick a nice coordinate out this way. Maybe 160? Like right about there? For the warm ocean part here. I think this is good. Let's grab some nourishment. Yeah, let's get some dirt. Let's head on out to here. And let me see. I think I had it right about 100 here. Like this. Like this. Okay, so this is... Now, we may have to do this in 2 sections. I'm quite certain we're going to have to do this in 2 sections. So let us do this. Let's get the biome film command, fill command up here. Let's do this. I'm really looking forward to Kachi time this Sunday. I think I've got a lot of this stuff worked out. I just have that one issue with the audio coming in from other computers. But once I get that hashed out, and that will be hashed out this afternoon, evening, definitely after the stream. But that's going to be really cool. Yeah, the layout is really cool. You know, I've got my screen with I've got my screen on that side with my little webcam and stuff. I've got Kachi's screen on this side with his little webcam down there and stuff. And we've got all the bells and whistles and everything. It looks really cool, you know. And then once we get everything in place and functioning, we're going to do a little bit more with graphics and stuff like that too. So, where was I? Tabbing in coordinates. That's where I was. Right about there. And let me see. Let's do space right there. Let me tab on back here. I need to adjust the height. And again, I'm going to go down to a level of 40 for this one. Like that. That should be plenty. Let's arrow back over to here like this. We'll hit that. Do this like this. That like that. And we need to pause that. And let's try to break this up a little bit. Let's find out where we are over here. Again, this has Biome Blend on right now, so that's why it's going over the markers a little bit. But what do we have here? This looks like 100. That's 160. So let's go 30 over here. We'll just break it in two. The Biome Blend will overlap them. So 130-ish, right about here. Now, 130, that's right about here. Now I have to figure out how far this way I want to go. I'm thinking about 60, but let's look on the other side of this hill here. Right. About here. I didn't mean to place those. Hands? Yeah, this is plenty. We're going to have to do some sleeping here or else we're going to die. We're going to die. I mean, you could get really, really cheaty with this biome film, right? Phil. Why do I keep saying film? Phil. You know, like you could make things, you know, surfaces all Mushroom Island so mobs won't spawn. You know, you could do things like that, but I'm trying to keep the original Mushroom Island shape here as much as I can. This comes out about this far on this axis here. So let's see what that does coming out this way. Yeah, that would be fine. So I think right here should be the other block. Right here. So let's do this. Fuck. And let me see, I need to make a minor adjustment here. And that should do it. Nice. Okay, so this is now all warm ocean. And they did a pretty good job with the biome blend there a little bit. I might not change that too much. I might keep that just like that. And then we have this little patch in the middle here to do. Let me see. I was just flipping through chunk-based seeds, and wow, I found a mushroom island over 1,000 blocks north and south and over 2,000 blocks east to west. 2,000 blocks. So it's about 2,000 square. About 2,000 square meters. 2 square kilometers. That's big. That's a big mushroom island. Wow. Okay, let's do the next biome fill here. Now again, I want to be careful how I do this. I mean, that looks like it's a pretty straightforward rectangle, but you know, if I started the rectangle over here, that means I'm giving up that much beach of Mushroom Island biome. So this, I don't know. Well, I suppose either way it's gonna... Yeah. I think I'll be okay with it. Again, you know, if this is a problem not being Mushroom Island biome for that little area right there of the shore, it's lighting. Lighting takes care of it, right? So... Yeah, all right. So let's take it from... Because I'm looking at the biome blending here. Yeah, I'm going to take it from right about here, I think. Just to be safe. So let's do this. Let me see, 61. Yeah, I think we're good with that. And here, I just have to remember that this is the deep one over here. Like this. Yeah, it was huge. Oh, Shut Mountain. So I am home now. Yeah, I assumed you were at work or you were en route to home after work. And without going into it too much detail, the mountain mama is in rough shape health-wise. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And you know I empathize with you because Mrs. Thunderhand, although she's much greatly improved, but for the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months, was in very, very bad shape. So we're coming out of it, and, you know, best of luck and prayers and stuff. Hope that you guys can get out of it too. Again, you know, we can talk off stream too, so let's do this. And you know what? We'll just take it right over to this. Well, you know, I do have to choose though. I think I was at what, 110, right about here? Yeah. Biome blend covers it anyway, so let's do this. Let's get over to here, and we'll bring this back over to here like this. And let me see, tab. Like this, and then we have to change the depth and bring that down to 40. Like this. And pow! Right there. Thanks. Anytime, my friend, anytime. Oh, hey, you know what happened though? This, I actually didn't want that. Okay, I needed to bring this over. We just made a very skinny rectangle. Yeah, I was distracted there. let's do this. I think right there is where I want it, actually. All right, so let's just adjust that. Let me see. Let's bring this over to here, and this is the one that we have to adjust. Right here. Like that. And then I need to bring this one in like this. Down to there. That's what I needed to do. And again, you know, I'm actually going to extend the warm ocean biome out to probably out to here, right about to the edge, a little bit past the ship here. Just out into there. And you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do here, though. Here, I kind of want to leave this bay cold ocean out here. But let's fly to the rooftop of the hotel. And we can get a much better view from up here. So see, now we've got all this beautiful warm ocean biome here at the beach. And now we can landscape this stuff. This shallow part, I only want to... Oh, you get a little bit right there. That's... You can see where some of the biome overlap has... but that's good. I like it. It looks a little bit... You know, I don't want it to be completely uniform looking. You can see some patches out there and stuff. That's good. I like that. I like that. So here I want it to be very shallow. And maybe I'll start getting some variation in the depth and stuff right around these islands, and especially this channel coming in here and that channel coming in there. We'll get a little bit of depth going on here, but this is going to be pretty uniform. And then we can put some features in here with some plants and some a little bit of coral here and there just to make things look cool. You know, maybe some rocks here, you know, some rock formations dotted here and there just to make it look like it's fun, right? But that's how you do biome film. I said film again. Biome fill. I think it's the M on the end of biome. That's throwing me off for fill. But that's how you do biome fill. And that's a pretty cool effect. That just moves things along and makes things a lot faster. So I don't have to use world edit. And I think this is the only biome I'm actually going to change. Just in this spot right here. It is a survival vanilla map, but, you know, I really don't see the need to do anything else. Like, I don't see the need to change anything out here. I want that to remain deep ocean. And same thing on the other side in this ocean. You can see we're already got the encroachment of the warm ocean here. I don't see changing this into warm ocean over here. This is already a bit of warm ocean over in this direction, so there's no need to change any of that. Again, you know, I want Mushroom Island Central here to be like semi-tropical. But, you know, for some of these areas out here, I don't mind. I just want to leave this cold ocean out here. Maybe some of this here, but this bay, I want this to remain cold ocean right in through here. Let's take a look at this at nighttime. It's going to be cool. Yeah, when we have lighting effects and everything in here, especially when you get the sea pickles in there for the lighting and stuff. And then when this is sand and stuff with paths and using the mushrooms as the beach umbrellas and stuff, it's going to look really nice. It's going to be beautiful. do a little bit of sleeping. Right here in the lobby. Who's that vagrant sleeping in our lobby? It's me, the owner. Oh, yes, sir. Sorry. Sorry, sir. Ah, the memories. Ah, the memories. Nanty Cat named this guy Balama Hop. I'm grabbing the view up from the mezzanine here. This will be from our balcony. Hawk! Squatters of the worst kind. Begone! You know, already this is making me think of our trip to Maui. And that was pre-Kachi. You know, that was BK before Kachi. And Biggie was just a little guy then. And remember, I used that hotel that we stayed in as some inspiration for this one. And being on the hotel balcony overlooking the beach with the lagoon and everything, it's like, those were good times, man. Those were good times. But this is the view I wanted to capture. Right here from up here, and then the upstairs one. It's going to be so cool. Let me see here. South wing level 1. The level 1 rooms. I think these are not occupied. No, they are not. Let's head up to the next one. Let me get this over to my face a little bit more. Oh my god, did we get another raid? Yeah. Sorry, again, you know, my raid command, I can't hear it, so let's scroll back here. Cyclops just raided with 2 viewers. Cyclops! Psych, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. And sorry for the delay. You know, again, you know, I've just changed a lot of things around with the audio here, and the alerts are not coming in audio-wise. So please pardon me for that. Yo! Woo! Welcome, Raiders. Sorry for the delay. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Aqua Ninja. Appreciate it. And Nebs, thank you so much for doing that shout. Can't hear the notifications. Yes, thank you for telling them that. Welcome, Raiders! How was the stream? Yes, what were you streaming, Psych? If you don't mind me saying. Or, you know, if you're in post-stream mode, that's okay. You don't have to answer. You can just chill. Yeah, Wikachi Laugh didn't come in either, did it, for the redeem? So I'm going to have to see what's up with those things. Welcome, Raiders, to Thunderham Gaming. Look at Shut Mountain there with the intro. Dude, you're so cool. Minecraft extraordinaire. And all around great place to hang out. You guys are cool. Chat is on a different monitor. Please bear. And with that, I will be reading your comments periodically. Thanks. It was just chatting. So welcome in. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Mighty Thunderhand 64, I mainly stream Minecraft. That's mostly what I do. I do this. This is my private server, the Generations Minecraft server. It's a survival vanilla server, although I am demoing the biome fill command today. That's what I've been doing over here for just a small section of the map. In fact, I was on my way up here. I do this Generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 Pacific Standard Time. And Fridays, I stream Buffooncraft on the Buffooncraft SMP. And 2 of my moderators in here right now are fellow buffoons, Princess Nebula and Shut Mountain. We did shout-outs for them earlier, but you should really go check them out. Incredible builders, incredible people, fun streamers. That's Fridays from 3 to 5. I do that, and that's Buffooncraft. That's a Minecraft, again, a survival vanilla server for the most part, but that's multiplayer with incredible people. So please check that out. And then on Sundays from 4 to 6, I do a stream with my 11-year-old son, Kachi. We do Kachi time, and we do whatever Kachi wants to do on that stream. It's usually Roblox. That's 3 to 5 Pacific, 4 to 6 Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. And Kachi has been doing incredible stuff as a Roblox developer. And he and his friends are developing a Roblox game called Dummy Defense. And it's a tower defense, tower blitz, tower defense simulator kind of game, inspired game that they've been building. And so Kachi has been taking lessons on ID Tech, on how to code for Roblox and stuff. And he's been making some incredible strides. He's made all of his models, just about all the models for all the towers he wants to do. He's been animating them and stuff, and super cool. And he wants to show all that stuff out off on Sunday. So we'll very likely be doing that for his Kachi Time stream. You should try the Noise SMP. You seem like such a cool dad. Thanks. Let me see. And yes, thank you so much for, we have the Discord. Please, you should go check that out, because if you can't make the streams, I often post updates and stuff for picks from Generations, from Buffooncraft, and all kinds of stuff. So we've got all kinds of cool things on there. So greatly appreciate it. Here's Pleasant Player's room for when Pleasant Player was a guest on the on Generations. So on Generations, I do feature guests on here, even though it's a private server on here. I do invite people on for guest spots, and we do co-streams and stuff. And so Pleasant Player was on here at one time, and that was a hilarious stream. You guys, if you're attending Cyclops' stream, you guys probably know Pleasant. So in fact, he was just in here. He might be lurking right now. So and we've had Nebula in here, and a couple of our other viewers we've had in here too as guests. So we've had Luck May Have It. We've had Tezivu, which is Kachi's friend. Kachi doesn't play on the server too much anymore, but occasionally he comes on and we do some things together. So and we're going to look into getting some more of the buffoons in here for guest spots and things like that. So it's just, with the buffoons, it's scheduling is, because they're all adults and, they have families and stuff. It's difficult to get them in here. But we've been using the biome fill command in here to change this deep ocean outside of the hotel here to get it to be more of a warm ocean. And we're going to build out the beach here and make this look really cool. And so since this is a survival vanilla server, this is the only biome I'm going to change here, is just right around here. And it'll extend out there where that sunken ship is, but that's about it. And this part will be very shallow, for the hotel guests who have little kids and stuff. That'll be the more like the wading area out here with the wave break out there and stuff. Kachi just planted that out there. This will be more like a wave break area out here with rock formations and stuff. I might keep some of the mushrooms out on there and stuff. I might keep the tree if Kachi wants to keep that in there. We'll see what he wants to do. But then we have these 2 Bubble Vader aquariums that have to be filled out with coral and mobs and stuff like that. So we'll have, the more passive mobs will be in there, like the sea turtles and tropical fish and all kinds of stuff like that. So that'll be in there. Pleasant is the owner of the Noise SMP. That's right, he is. You could turn that island into a rock face water feature. Yeah, we'll probably do something like that, Shot. I mean, its main function is to act as the wave break, even though we don't have waves in Minecraft. But the wave break and separating the deep beach water out there to the shallow, deep water, beach water in here. So much like the hotel that we stayed at Maui. But a lot of those beaches, especially the Hawaiian beaches, have this kind of feature where they have the wave break in there because the waves are enormous over there, right? So much fun. But, if you have little kids, they can't swim because the waves will clobber them. So they often have that kind of feature in there. Plus, it prevents the water from being so deep that the terraforming that you do beneath the water level shows up a lot better in shallow water. So there's that kind of a thing, too. There we go. All right, so I did all the biome filling that I want to do for today. What I'll probably do now is lay out some of the, do a little bit of prep because the next Generations stream next Wednesday will definitely be a Baby Zombie Rush design stream in creative mode. We have a not so mini game that we are designing. And that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of Redstone stuff, a lot of Redstone design stuff and everything. And then when we get it to the point, and it's very close to that point now, where we have enough features in it, we're going to build it in survival here, either on this map on Generation 5 or maybe Generation 6. But I think it'll be ready for Generation 5. And we'll pick out an area and we'll build it there. And then we'll be inviting guests on to make the Baby Zombie Rush, contestants, participants on for Baby Zombie Rush, and that's going to be hilarious. But we alternate this Generations stream every Wednesday. So one Wednesday it'll be in survival, building here in survival on the server, and then the alternating Wednesday will be in creative mode in the test world, designing in creative mode, designing the Baby Zombie Rush. And so, game. So next Wednesday will be Baby Zombie Rush. Probably the following Wednesday, but maybe before then, Nebula will be making her next guest appearance on here. And we'll be working on filling out the aquariums on either side of the hotel. And the hotel really only has 3 other features. Technically 2. It has the aquariums. And then out here, the front facade of the hotel will be out here, and then that's it. It's done. I mean, I'll be working on the beach, but when we come out to the front here, we will be decorating this with a hotel name on the front and everything, and then we'll be doing a little bit of landscaping on the front, making a proper walkway off of the street here, with parking spaces for the horses and stuff here where you can come in, pull up, and do your parking here. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with the front. I may do that parking space idea. I'm not sure. But we'll be working this out in the front, and then the hotel will be finally finished. Can't wait for the full release on that. It's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool. So we'll finish this up. We'll be finished the aquariums on either end, and then we'll be doing the terraforming on the beaches. But this, now that we have the biome film over here, this will I expect this to go very, very quickly, especially if I invite a guest on to help me with it. So which is one of the main reasons for the guest spots. So help me finish things up. Can I sleep yet? Probably not. All right, so I'm going to stage my boxes full of stuff right smack dab in the middle of the lobby floor. And I might just grab me another shulker here, or at least I'll put that right there. And then I have access to all my other shulkers. The lack of symmetry is killing me there. Let's do this. Let's empty out the inventory like that. And then, again, we're prepping for the next stream or a little bit of off-camera work at the very least. But now we have this stuff in place. So Nebula will be grabbing stuff and going over there, and I'll be grabbing stuff and going over there. We'll be building and stuff and doing all that fun stuff. Was all of this build in survival? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Some very, very minor things were done in creative, only to prep for guest appearances, for people to come over. Sometimes I would do a little bit of creative to just speed things up as far as their prep, or to give them stuff, give them items. But yeah, all of this has been done in survival. Only one or two, like a few very minor things have been done in creative. Like today, I just changed this biome out here. Technically, that wasn't creative, but I was using the fill command for that. So, but as far as terraforming this, now that I've changed, that'll all be done in survival by hand. Damn, how much playtime you got? It's hard to say because there was a couple of times, like I said, where we did some creative mode things, like we did time set day on a couple of things we did during guest spots. We did that, and so we reset the game counter for the day counter resets when you do that. Kachi was really crushed. We were doing a guest spot. I forget who was on. But I did a time set day for some reason. I forget why I did it. We were having some contest, and then Kachi's like, "No, you just lost all of our." But this server has been up for a very long time. Nebula and I were talking about it. This map is about 2 years old. So real life 2 years. Like 20 days, way, way, way over 20 days. Yeah, I've been running this map for 2 years easily. Draken! So Draken's our other moderator, our co-pilot, and has been with us practically from the beginning. So... yeah, see, Draken's been following 2 years and 11 days. And Drak, I think you and Nebula started viewing around January, I think, of 2020, and we started this map in October of 2020. Yeah, and Shut's been doing almost 2 years, but we actually knew Shut before then too, from Buffooncraft, I believe. So. Yeah, and now we're jockeying for followage. Here we go. Longer than I've been following, yeah. We are doing followage? Uh-oh. Here we go. Do it, Nebs! Am I not? There we go. And some of you, if some of you have reset Twitch accounts and stuff, then probably have been following a little bit longer than that, right? Because I think if you make a new Twitch account, right, it's going to affect your followage. So, like I say, I have a little stream. I'm not like a super, super big streamer, but I like that. I like having a smaller kind of community. So far, at least at this point, I don't have any aspirations of any really huge, blowing up the stream to really huge proportions, I kind of like having it small like this. I think the only thing I really did to pursue the go after a higher stream goal was to get affiliate. Yeah, I did quite a bit of grinding to get affiliate, but once I did that, we pretty much leveled out like this. So this is. I mean, we always like more followers. We like more viewers, And, I'm not saying we don't like the success, but, I kind of like the smaller stream community like this because I get to interact with you guys a little bit better. If you start to get hundreds of viewers at the same time, it's just, you've got moderators to help. I'm super grateful for the moderators that I have. But, it gets to a point where you just can't interact really as much. At least I wouldn't be able to. Some folks are really, really good at that level of multitasking, but not me. I'm too old for that. My brain doesn't handle that very well. But it is very close to time. We're at 2 o'clock, and I have things to do today. And it's raiding on the server. Let's sign off from that angle, even though it's nighttime. I like smaller as well. It makes more personal. Yeah, I believe so too. You can get to know everyone. Yeah. And as far as, making enough money to pay for the stream and everything, I do pretty good with that actually. We make just enough to cover our server, and that's good. Our server cost. And if I need any more cash and everything, I can do that outside of the stream. I think that's what keeps the stream nice and relaxed. As you're not panicking, always trying to scrape those few more subs and stuff like that. You can just relax, and then the viewers can relax too. They can just sub whenever they want to, and it's nice. It can be a bit of a struggle trying to keep up with chat and still playing the game. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, you guys just saw that now, right? Where my alerts weren't working, right? So I have been pretty lucky so far with being able to do it. Sean, you are real slick at that, man. Much better at me than that. Okay, I need to log off here because otherwise I'm going to die. So let's do that. And let's switch back to camp scene over here. There we go. Okay, so again, let me see. Is there anybody to whom we can raid? Let's go check this out. Let's see who's on right now. Well, there we go. Fellow Buffoon Supernova Relic is streaming right now, and we're going to go raid him. So it is 2 o'clock. We're at the end of our stream. Just remember that we do this generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 Pacific Standard Time. Let me see. Next stream is Friday. That will be a Buffooncraft stream from the Buffooncraft SMP. And let me see. We've got some cool stuff on Buffooncraft. The builds on Buffooncraft are mind-boggling. So please, if you have the time and that's in your time slot and you're able to attend, please do. You will not be disappointed. If you're not able to attend, just remember that I do archive all of my streams on our YouTube channel, Thunderhand64_gaming 2 on YouTube. And so they're all there. Let me see. And then we do Kachi time every Sunday from 4 to 6. And Kachi's really excited to show off his game development on Roblox for his dummy defense game. So that's super, super cool. You are not joking. No, sir, I am not. Buffooncraft is totally insane. All right, so you can see in the chat, Draken has put up our raid message up there, so you can copy and paste that into the chat if you'd like to join us on that. And I do suggest that you do. If you don't have a lot of time to stick around, please at least check out the Supernova Relic. He's a fellow buffoon, and just drop in and say hi. And if you feel so inclined, a follow or sub, super, super cool. You won't regret it. Let's go set up the raid for that right now. Let's see, /raid like this. Right there. Kicking off the raid. And hopefully that does its thing. Where is it? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Remember, I've just upgraded all of my OBS and everything with, so I'm dealing with that. So not so smooth with that. There are two buffoons there right now. One is Mog's Minis. That's right. When she's in her Buffooncraft mode, she's a Crescent Mogul. So, all right, so let's launch that raid right now. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. And bye for now. Raiding out to Supernova Relic.